Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds podcast. I'm your co-host, Puma Gato, the cat that hands your putazos back. And to my left over here is the main man, Jesus De Niro, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together we form the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly ideas, brothers, and spicier content than your girls' only fans. What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, like my man here said, we're about to give you our fight analysis about these motherfucking putazos that are coming your way. What are we talking about? Listen, Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Mungia. Cinco de Mayo weekend. It's going to be a good one. Now listen, in the beginning, a lot of people were butthurt about this fight, mostly because everybody wanted the Benavidez versus Mungia fight. But listen, I'll be honest with you. Regardless of that, I thought this was a good fight. I always told everybody, look, it doesn't matter if Benavidez versus Canelo is definitely going to happen. It's not going to happen in May. It'll most likely happen in September, and I'm still holding to that. Don't get me wrong. We made our previous video. Go back and watch that if it doesn't happen in September. But listen, I think this is a great fight. I think it's a good fight for the fans. I think both dudes are going to go in there and throw putazos. They're going to bang it out. They're going to make sure that we get a good fight for our money. Now, as far as the fight itself, personally, I have Canelo Alvarez winning. Here's why. Canelo Alvarez, over the years, ever since his Floyd fight, has defensively become better and better. He's become more of a counter puncher. Instead of initially how he was in there, where he would go in there and bang with everybody, throw punches, knock him out, go for the knockout. He's become a little bit more of a tactical fighter. Mungia still has a lot of holes in his defense. I think Mungia leaves himself open just enough to where a Canelo Alvarez knockout is definitely possible. Now, one thing to know, and as of recent, his last couple fights, Mungia has added Freddie Roach to his team. And don't get me wrong, Freddie Roach is an offensive coach when teaching his boxers. So Mungia is already offensive. But he might make him a little bit more tactically offensive, which is going to be great for a Jaime Mungia. Now, with that being said, though, firepower to firepower, I think Canelo Alvarez has more than enough to get the job done, get the knockout. If Mungia goes in there and he fights more of a tactical fight, I'll be honest with you, I still think Canelo's going to take it in. The reason why is because Canelo's more of a tactician than Jaime Mungia is. I feel like Canelo has all the advantages in this fight. He has more tools to win. It's not impossible for Jaime to win. In our last video discussing Canelo Alvarez, I did let everybody know that I kind of felt that the power was waning. Still there, but waning a bit for Canelo Alvarez. Maybe it's just because, again, Canelo's getting very comfortable in his very lavish lifestyle. But listen, I'll be honest with you. It's not out of the question, but I do think Canelo Alvarez is going to take this. Now, the world could be shocked, as it was shocked last weekend with the Ryan Garcia and Haney fight. But I feel pretty comfortable saying that I personally feel that Canelo Alvarez is going to take the fight. What do you think about that, my man?
Listen, I did a little bit of studying on Jaime Mungia, and I definitely understand. Yes, I understand why Canelo Alvarez picked this specific gentleman, because it wasn't a safe pick. If you look at Mungia's fighting acumen, and not necessarily towards fighters, because again, the one person you can arguably say that he fought of high caliber was Liam Smith. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about acumen is what this man has in his repertoire as far as fight goes. Jaime Mungia is, without a doubt, he is a swarmer, and to be honest, he has a couple of dangerous techniques. More specifically, the one that I think is phenomenal, that I absolutely love, is that he does his move where he lunges forward and then does like a body hook right to the around the liver area. And to be honest, one of the scariest things that I've ever seen come out of Jaime Mungia. Other than that, this man has flurries like absolutely no other. It's absolutely appropriate that Jaime Mungia is actually signed by Golden Boy, because I'm not gonna lie, I see flashes of Oscar De La Hoya in this kid. I can see why Oscar De La Hoya signed him, because I wouldn't be too surprised if Oscar De La Hoya sees himself in this kid. Now, one of the things that I noted that he definitely does leave himself a lot is he definitely has a dangerous overhand, but I'm not going to lie. It kind of flays around a bit. It's way too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's unrefined. Is it dangerous? Sure. But it looks a little too telegraphed. He comes at it way too wide. So I definitely think while it is a dangerous move to be up against. I don't think it's refined enough to the point where he definitely has it in a very dangerous move to watch out for. I definitely do think the lunging liver shot is definitely going to be more of his bread and butter, much like Ryan Garcia's left hook. So I definitely do think he has that in the tank. But again, with Freddie Roach, I definitely do think that overhand can be refined just a little bit, but the more dangerous aspect of Jaime Mungia is definitely his flurries. This man likes to swarm like no other. This man absolutely comes in, likes to bash. You look at his fight with John Ryder. John Ryder, I wouldn't say that was a best fight of his, but more so because John Ryder wasn't so much competition for him. I will, however, say, if you want a good exhibition of Jaime Mungia, look up his fight against I'm messing up his name because it's like Derevchenko. Thank you. Phenomenal fight. Both of them went to flurries in the middle of the ring, and no matter what, Jaime Mungia got more shots in than he got shots put into him. This man likes to come in and he likes to do it dirty, but at the same time, he does it absolutely clean.
Yeah, you know what? I completely agree with you, man. The combinations, the flurries that Mungia have are going to be his best tool against Canelo Alvarez. At the same time, that's what's going to leave him the most open. Again, defensively speaking, Jaime Mungia is not really there, man. I think, again, because of the style of fight that Jaime Mungia likes to fight, I think it's tailor-made for someone like Canelo, and I think it's going to be really what is in the end his downfall. Personally, I think somewhere 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round is where it's gonna end up, and where Canelo's gonna put the finishing touches on the fight. Don't get me wrong, I can definitely still see this going the distance, but those seem to be the magic rounds for Canelo, somewhere in that 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. I'm gonna say close it up a little bit, 8th or 9th. But listen, man, it's going to be a great fight no matter what. That's why I personally didn't get why a lot of people were so disappointed. I understand everybody wants to see Canelo versus David Benavidez, myself included, my co-host included. But listen, this isn't a bad fight. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good weekend. I'm sure a lot of you are going to bust out the carne asada, bust out some fucking cervezas. It's going to be a good time. So let's chill. Let's watch this fight. Listen, in the comments below, put down who you think is going to win. I'll put up a little poll to see who people think is going to win. And listen, I'm definitely excited for that. Now, make sure to like this video. It's important that you like this video. Make sure that you get us in the system. Make sure that the algorithm starts supporting us. A lot of you guys already have. We appreciate all the support. Please keep on doing that. Subscribe. All that other good stuff. Is there anything else you want to add to that, my mans?
I think that's it for me.
And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.